Hello my sweet friends, my name is Adele and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over my October writing goals and I guess more specifically my Q4 writing goals and do sort of like a goal review for this year. Obviously this year has been a little bit different when it comes to my goals because I haven't really been on top of my goals or anything like that. I don't even think I really made any goals at the beginning of the year, but we're gonna start planning goals, especially with fall season coming up on us and NaNoWriMo coming up. I figure it is time to set some goals. Before we begin, I want to say a quick thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. They make beautiful, sustainable jewelry that I love. I'm going to show you some pieces today. I've got one on right here, and I've got two more necklaces that I'm going to show you all because they are super cute. They are sustainable. I love their business and just how they run things, and I am very grateful to them for sponsoring this video. So Ana Luisa is a sustainable jewelry brand. I have talked about them on my channel before. They use recycled materials, recycled 14 karat gold, and lab-grown diamonds. They are 100% carbon and water neutral throughout their process. Y'all know me, that is very important to me. I never like having to look everything up and make sure I'm not going against my own morals and ethics when it comes to jewelry or anything really, but I really appreciate that Ana Luisa is very upfront about that, and all this information is on their website. This is the first piece. It's this beautiful little necklace. It is a little red heart here. Oh, that's the back of it. It's bigger on this side. I like this one because it's got this bar here, so I can actually take it off. You use this to take it off if I can do it. Nope, maybe. There we go. Which is kind of neat. And it's just really cute when it is on with a little bar there. I think it looks kind of vampiric, if that makes sense. It looks like a vampire. I don't know. That's what I think of when I see it. Next, we've got this super dainty little heart necklace. It's white, like a marble color material, and I've talked about their jewelry being super dainty and cute before. I love it. I love dainty jewelry. It is super cute. Then last but not least, we've got this little one. It's actually a mood necklace, which we all know doesn't really tell you what your mood is, but it's fun to imagine that it does. And so right now I've got this little blue color going on, so super cute, pops out against this red. I got this super cute, it's I found this vintage Mickey sweater, by the way. Sorry, I just had to say it. It's super big and cute, and yeah, I just wanted to show that off real quick. But super cute, and on the back, I like how it has, you can see, it's got two loops that you can hook it on, if you want it shorter or longer. Just really appreciate that, attention to detail. But yeah, super recommend Ana Luisa. They make super cute, sustainable jewelry. All of their information about their sustainability and their mission and all of that is on their website. It's very transparent, easy to see. Really appreciate that. And they're, like I said, I keep saying, super cute. Thank you again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. Make sure you click the link below, get 10% off your first purchase, and yeah, we're gonna get into the video now, into our October goals. So the beginning of this year, I did not make any yearly goals. I don't necessarily have a reason. I feel like I'm hammering it home, but if you've been with me for a little bit, this year's kind of been off, as was last year. And so I'm still kind of getting back into just the swing of things and being productive again in a way that I'm used to. And that goes with writing and reading as well, kind of. I am including some reading goals in this because it kind of makes sense, it fits. But I figure with NaNoWriMo coming up soon, which is a whole nother thing to talk about and make a video about, I've wanted to kind of go over some of the things that I have accomplished writing and reading wise, I suppose, this year so far, and what my goals are for October and this next quarter of the year. Which is weird because 2022, we're going into the last quarter of 2022, which is really weird to think about. And also with this, I think I have decided that going into next year, I do want to start doing quarterly goals. It's not something I've really done a whole lot. I've always kind of made like yearly goals, and like I don't think I've ever just really focused too much on quarterly goals, and I would like to do that moving forward. So there's a goal, I guess, for next year. So real quickly, wanted to go over the things that I have done with writing and reading this year already. One, biggest thing off the block. We have finished the Project Orion Draft 2 reread, the reread. But we finally finished that, took some good notes, and are making our way to starting Draft 3. It's a long process. Writing a book in general is a very long process, but we are making progress every day. We're trudging forward, and we finished the reread, so yay, pat yourself on the back for that. I've also been actively reading again, which has been something I kind of fell off on. Like, I've still kind of been reading here and there, but I think I've just been taking a more active role with reading. I've tried to like make it more of a priority and like make time for it, like before bed every night. And I may not read anything every night, but the fact that I do try to prioritize it, and I have been trying to make more time for it, is progress to me, and it's a good thing. So I am proud of myself for that. And that's really all when it comes to writing goals that I have accomplished this year. So not a ton, but I'm trying to like be more like acknowledging my accomplishments and stuff like that, no matter how small they may seem. So recognizing it, putting it out there, proud of myself. Now with Preptober coming up, we're getting, like I said, we're getting into the Preptober NaNoWriMo season, the busiest time of year for writers in the writing community, online and offline. So I preemptively want to say yes, I'm doing NaNoWriMo. No, I don't know what I'm working on yet, but we're going to figure it out. So first October goal, figure out what I'm doing for NaNoWriMo. Make a plan, get a good solid idea of what I'm doing, what story I'm working on. I currently have been kind of going back and forth between like, okay, should I take the classic Nano route and work on a brand new story, brand new first draft of a new story, and then my other route of like Nano Rebel with I'm working on so many things right now and I need to like finish something. So that's where I am. I think I'm leaning more towards working on an existing story. If I were to completely start a new one, I don't even know like what that would be. That would be a whole nother thing I'd have to plan, because I haven't really been thinking about new stories in a while. And then if I were to work on an existing thing, it's sort of that like, you know, it's not gonna be a first draft, so I'm not gonna be just like getting the words down. I'm probably not going to be reaching, you know, the 50,000 word count goal, just because if it's not a first draft, I'm not going to be just kind of rapid fire doing it. It's like you got to take some more time to like figure out what, you know, you got to replot and rewrite and all this stuff. So I'm like a little worried there because it's kind of daunting and I don't really know how I would track that. But those are sort of my two paths that I'm stuck between deciding for NaNoWriMo. So comment down below, let me know what you think I should do, and also let me know what you're gonna be doing for NaNoWriMo. I know again it's a little early, but going into Preptober, super excited about that. Let me know what you're gonna be working on and give me some advice about what I should do. My second goal for October is to finish setting up my office, and I say office because as y'all know, we're in a very like temporary living situation. We are staying with Alex's parents for the next few months. And so we have this like empty spare room. It's actually different from the last video you saw because we moved everything into this room, which is, like I said, the empty spare room. The room we were in, the room that I had been filming in before was like his mom's office, pseudo office. And we have now moved the office into this room, and we've kind of, as y'all know, with like the business and everything, we have a ton of inventory, so we like switch the rooms because the old office room had more space for inventory, and when it comes to like my office and writing, I need less space. So we're actually in this like new little room right here. So like this is, it's a very small little setup, which I'm fine with. And these are some of the things we have found while here that we are keeping. They're not with the inventory, but things that we will be taking with us wherever we end up after this. So since this is a temporary living situation, obviously it's never going to be done or perfect, but I would like to just make more progress on setting up this little area the way I would like, especially going into Nano and just trying to like sit down and get writing done. I just would like to kind of get more of like my feel and have it just be more comfortable for me. My next October goal is to finish reading, I think it's called Crooked Kingdom. I don't know why I can't ever remember. The second book to the Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. Everyone has been going off about this book to me, so I finally decided to read it. I finished Six of Crows like a month or two ago, and I've been working on the second book. I cannot remember, I think it's Crooked Kingdom. I cannot remember what it's called. Either way, it's very good. And I've really enjoyed reading it. It's my first, well, this series is the first I've read from her. And it's very good. I'm enjoying it. So my third goal for October would be to finish it. And then for the month of October, my final goal is to do the Project DA Draft 1 reread. Project DA, if you don't know, stands for Project Dark Academia, and it was my NaNoWriMo novel 2020 and 2021. So this, wow, this would be my third year working on. Okay, well, I don't know for sure what I'm doing for NaNoWriMo. When I'm leaning more towards working on an existing project, I keep finding myself drawn more towards Project DA. So currently I'm kind of in that mindset, and I just, even if I don't, I just want to prepare and get ready for that just in case. So I would like to finish the, or not finish, but like start and finish the Draft 1 reread, because I have not reread it yet. So I would like to do that in October, so that if I do choose to do that for NaNoWriMo, I am ready to go for Draft 2. And then moving on to my goals for just the end of this year, the fourth quarter of the year, which is going to be October, November, December. A big one that I really need to do is just practice more self-love and grace with myself, especially when it comes to writing and my relationship with writing and with YouTube and stuff like that. As y'all know, I've struggled a lot recently with feeling like I'm good enough for writing and for YouTube. I guess specifically more for YouTube because I am not nearly as active as I used to be, and I always kind of feel like I'm letting y'all down because I haven't been actively writing as much as I used to. So I'm trying to get better with myself, just with like practicing self-love and giving myself grace and recognizing that that's okay. And that's been really hard for me because like I hear that and I'm like, it's okay, but then I don't really believe that like at all. So, and I always believe it for other people. I tell other people the same thing, and I'm like wholeheartedly into it and believing it. And then when it comes to myself, it's like absolutely not. And I know a lot of people struggle with that, but that's that's something I've been dealing with and something I would like to work on for during the end of this year for going into 2023. My next goal for the end of the year kind of falls into the same thing. It is setting boundaries within my life, both personal life and my work life, so that I have more time to write and film and work on this sort of stuff. I can sometimes fall into like the whole like, oh, I just don't have time for it, I'm so busy. And while that is usually the case when it comes to like I have been very busy, I can also fall into like thinking I don't have enough time when, if I really look at my day and how I'm spending my day, I'm spending a large amount of time like doing nothing or like just scrolling on my phone and doing whatever. And I know a lot of people deal with that, but for me, I would really like to get better with that. And something I've realized for myself is that like I've always loved like living alone, being alone, hanging out alone, and I've always been super productive whenever I am alone. And then like Alec and I live together. I mean, we've been living together for a while, but I always find myself not working on writing or getting things done because I want to like just hang out with him. Even if we're not like actively doing anything, if like he's in the other room playing a game or something, I feel like I should also be in there playing a game, because like, I don't know if it feels like I'm missing out on something, or I just don't want to. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's something I've struggled with. So I'm trying to get better with boundaries, because like if I'm like in the middle of doing something and it's something I need to get done, if Alec is like, hey, do you want to get a pizza and watch some TV? I'm instantly like, yes, no matter what, because I don't know. So I need to set boundaries. I guess it's just really weak boundaries, but I would like to get better with my boundaries, both with my personal life and my work life, because I can do the same thing with work. So just trying to create more healthy boundaries and just more of a healthy relationship with my time, I suppose. And I just think that will greatly benefit my writing and YouTube and all that. And I need to get better at kind of stopping myself from falling into that trap of, oh, I just don't have time, and recognizing when there are situations where I am really busy and maybe I don't have time, and situations where I am not managing my time correctly, and I could get a lot more done than I did, but I didn't. And so yeah. And then my final goal for the end of the year is just having a clearer vision of what 2023 looks like, which again is really weird to say because the year's almost over and I feel like I just started, but just having a better feeling for myself about what I want the next year to look like, and how I want my writing and my work and my personal life and just all of that to go, what that looks like. And obviously you can't predict the future, you can't plan that, and I don't necessarily believe in like manifestation, but just having a clearer picture of what I would want it to look like, and setting goals for myself that are smart and realistic and attainable, because I just think that would help set me up a lot better for next year. I really want to get back to feeling like I used to when it comes to productivity and writing and stuff like that. So just having a clear vision of that and fighting my own brain when it comes to anything to do with it. I don't know. Showing myself grace. We're gonna come back to that, and just we're gonna pep talk ourselves. You know how I always give y'all pep talks in the streams? Sometimes I wish I could come out of my body and like grab my face and do that to myself. Because like I cannot believe it coming from myself for some reason. Anyway, didn't mean to like turn that into a downer or something. But those are my goals for the end of the year and for October. And that was the goal review, sort of, from what we have done this year. And that's all I've got today. I'm excited going into the end of the year and then the new year. And Preptober and NaNoWriMo, can't forget those things. Really excited, and I'm trying to get that same like excitement back that I've always had for the beginning of NaNoWriMo. So I'm pumped. I'm going to continue to be making videos, making content. I'm going to be writing. I'm going to be doing NaNoWriMo. I don't quite know what that looks like, but I will let y'all know as soon as I do. I'm also going to be doing some streams coming up. I know y'all are excited about that, so look forward to that. But other than that, I think that's everything I've got. So once again, thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. Make sure you click the link in the description box below and use my code AdeleMarie10 to get 10% off your first purchase. And I believe that is everything. So once again, comment down below, let me know what you thought, let me know what you're working on for Nano, what you think I should do. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. And subscribe if you do feel so inclined and you are not already. Would greatly appreciate it. I think that's everything. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.